Shall I try this again? Try 2, 3. We'll see how everything works. So, hey guys, Rivet here. Welcome back to another Cube World live stream. Sorry for the big sigh. I'm just not feeling the best. Yeah, I took yesterday off completely. Like there was nothing. I did absolutely squat nothing yesterday. Took a break from the channel. I worked doubles Monday or Sunday Monday, so I was just a little bit exhausted, to say the very, very least. I'm just looking at the map here, trying to figure out where best thing to go. Let's just go and wreck it. Hello, Elian. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, so I took yesterday off completely and just been working on a few things. Yeah, you are the first so far. Nobody else has shown up yet. But it's early. I didn't announce it or anything, so I mean, I expect people just kind of wander in when they can. And as you guys can probably see, this is the first time of me using webcam, I think, with Cube World. I'm going to try to get used to it. I'm going to try to actually put it into my streams as a regular thing. It's kind of I've been doing it for the podcast Chris and I were doing for the Crusty Salt. So I thought, why not? Any of my videos, obviously, I'll just keep it off. But in anything in the live stream, I'll try to keep it in. If it works, I got to do a couple of other little bits and pieces with it as well. So it should be fun. Gosh, I completely forgot what character I was playing again. Oh, my Lord. Can you pay attention to what you're doing, Rivet? No. Not even close. Not even a little bit. So, yeah. Going to be some delays, I think. We'll have to see. There's going to be just a video of Grand Theft Auto tonight after this stream. I don't have anything else planned for today on the channel because I need to get some stuff remedied. One of the things that kind of put me into yesterday of not doing anything was that my computer started to give me all kinds of error messages and all kinds of issues. So I was planning on doing some test streaming out of my secondary rig, just to see if that was part of the reason of why everything was going wonky and weird with streaming. And I decided to say the heck with it. Oh, you want me to play Unturned? I am playing some... I'm going to be playing some Unturned, hopefully here in the next little bit. I'm working on getting an Unturned server set up for my son and myself and a couple of my friends. So that should be something we are doing. There we go. Tuesday. About time you showed up on a Wednesday. Yeah, I've played Unturned in the past. It is a very cool game. There's just a couple things that I'm working on. I've also been working on setting up my ARC server, which is going to be very, very heavily modified. 34, I think 34 or 36 mods. Currently, there is a mod pack that I stumbled upon that I think looks pretty interesting, so I'm going to give it a shot. There's a whole bunch of stuff that I'm going to be doing in the very near future. So just nothing as of... When are you starting? I don't have an official date yet. The thing is, when you do this kind of stuff, if it's just me, I can set up and do it whenever I want. It's just that when I actually incorporate other people with it, I got to kind of bow to the whims and fancies of their schedules and their timetables as well. So I have no set guarantees for when I'm going to be doing that. Plus, I still have to get it configured and set up. I've been working diligently on the ARC server and the Conan server, as well as the Minecraft server for my son and myself to do some recording stuff on. So I've been busy, even though I haven't been on the channel. The other thing, like I was trying to say earlier, was the fact that my main system started giving me all kinds of issues. And like a bunch of blue screens, a bunch of really, really random weird stuff. And then even yesterday, Windows decided to unactivate itself out of nowhere after an update. So a bunch of phone calls with that and all that kind of crap. So I've got that remedied, but it has not fixed the underlying issues of my system being really, 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 really sluggish. So I've decided that I'm going to reset it. So that's going to be the rest of today. I was actually going to do it this morning, and then I'm like, I better wait until after I get the Cube World stream out, just in case something happens. I would rather have, I'd rather do the stream and it be a little lackluster, like and some of the glitchy stuff happens, than to, oh dear God, to have everything just die. And you guys, just, oh dear God, that sucked. Yeah, so I'd rather have at least something instead of nothing. I guess that was the easiest way to put it. So that's the intention for today. So, oh my god, I came into this place right next to the boss. Oh yeah, sure. We'll see how bad he is. Yeah, we should be able to wreck him. Oh god. Wow, 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 wow. Oh, dear lord. Enough bad guys here? Okay. Keep an eye on things, Rivet. Wow, there's a lot of... If this was anything but a white place, it would stink. Okay, why are we... Okay. Ooh-wee, ooh-wee, ooh-wee. Okay, okay. Yeah, and the other thing, too, is I know that there's been all kinds of talk about issues with YouTube and stuff lately, too. And I thought I might as well chime in and put in my 2 cents about what's been happening with me on the channel. They initiated or put in a restricted mode. I guess it's been in for quite a while, but it kind of reared its head this last couple of weeks. And a lot of people have been getting upset. It's actually taken out a lot of content for a lot of YouTubers, for the people that actually utilize the restricted mode. My channel has been affected by it a bit, which I'm not really too shocked or surprised about. I mean, I do put up the drunk gaming stuff, and that's, you know, it's a little bit more mature, and, you know, hence the name Drunk Gaming. I mean, it kind of is indicative in the title that, you know, we're going to be acting like adults and foolish, and we're going to be doing our thing, which is fine. People can choose to watch it or not. I think that's what my biggest issue with it is, that if you're putting on restricted mode, I mean, it should be able to... The way it is now, it's either all or nothing. And it's whatever they've deemed as being offensive or whatever it is not being seen. Like, channels are showing up with, like, little to no content. Even my channel, you'll only see, like, no, not even Minecraft. You can see Cube World, Lego Worlds, and I think Stranded Deep, 1 or 2 episodes, but a lot of them were blocked. But again, my channel's majority is Cube World anyway, so, I mean, it's not like people can't find me and stuff anymore. But what it can do is, can actually, if this continues on, is it could actually, because of the drunk gaming things, my entire channel could be blocked in its entirety on any form of restricted mode. So I think, and YouTube has, you know, apologized that things weren't working properly, blah, 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 blah. But again, it's all, until we finally find out exactly what their intentions are with this, I think we're just gonna kind of, you know, sit back and pay attention to what's going on. I wish that the way that restricted mode works is that you could actually, you know, choose what kind of things you want to see and what you don't want to see, which I think is the biggest issue. Oh, Nate, yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Hey, Beast Mom, how's it going? Yeah, getting things remedied is not fun. And I know you're getting, Nate, you're setting up for your podcast this weekend as well, so, which is going to be, I'm looking forward to watching and not having to actually do one. It's going to be fun. But I will be Saturday. Saturday, Chris and I are going to be back with Crusty Salt. I hope you guys enjoyed that the last time. I certainly did. I thoroughly enjoyed every aspect of Crusty Salt, the podcast, without any rhyme or reason to it, which is exactly how I think that they should be anyway. I don't mind having like a basic guideline, you know, the key points that you're going to be using. I can actually use air quotes and actually have it mean something. See, deep, deep. I look at myself over there. And if you see me doing this and looking up at the ether, that's my secondary monitors over there. So if I hear the fart sound, I'll look over and take a look at it. I don't know how well this is organized or how well this looks. I just set up the webcam for when I did the podcast, and I really haven't fiddled with it. It was there, and I didn't realize that when I set up OBS, I'd screwed things up royally. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I got such a nightmare to do today, which is great. I actually, you know, it sounds like I'm bitching and moaning about it, and I'm not really. One of my favorite things to do is to tear down and rebuild computers and that kind of stuff. If I could do it every day, I would. Beastmaw, I would love to answer that question. I wish. When Wally will get it done. I tweeted to him the other day. Didn't get a response. So I was not shocked nor surprised that Wally did not update me on what the update is, because I'm nobody. I'm just a dude that plays his video game on YouTube. So, I mean, really, who am I in the grander scheme of things? Just a guy. I'm nothing more than anybody else that plays this video game, to be honest. You know, I just happen to do it on YouTube. I think that's the only thing that makes me different. It'll be next weekend. Oh, that's right. Chris is gone this weekend. Yeah, he's gone until Saturday. So yeah, I know we're back on for Saturday, but I forgot that he was going to be gone Friday too. Well, boo. Well, at least that gives you time to get things set up, Nate. That'd be nice. That'd be very, very nice. Man, it seems like I'm just taking me frickin' forever to get over to this thing. And I think I may have gotten a lot of my my tick sorted out. I'm hoping. Found a trick the other day that just kind of has been like a godsend, but it's been a nightmare at the same time. At work, I leaned up against the wall. We've got like a jutting out area. It's like a wall sitting outside the wall. Just it's like a door frame kind of thing, you can imagine. But my shoulder blade hit it the wrong way. And did I just wreck that boss? 26 XP, it has to have been weird. I think I hit him twice. So yeah, anyway, I kind of leaned up at it and it kind of triggered in my shoulder blades. And it just released like this massive amount of pain, but also it kind of hit the knot and loosened it off a bit. So I've been kind of like leaning up against walls. I'm going out today after I'm done with this. I have to go pick up some stuff at the store, which I'm really looking forward to. My allergy medications, because I'm out as of this morning. I have no more allergy pills, so I need to get that. A couple groceries I need to get, but I'm going to be getting a baseball. A baseball, you say? Yeah, my friend at work said that if I actually lean up with a baseball against my back, I can actually massage it better than a lot of things. So I'm like, this is kind of on point with what I'm doing right now, so I'm going to get it. So I'm going to be massaging that out. And so I've been like, I've got a corner of the door here that I've been kind of leaning into and just kind of and it's not been as good as the wall at work. So I'm going to go get the baseball because the hell with it. I want to feel good. Oh, the temple. I love temples. Temples are my favorite. Next to pyramids and castles and all the stuff that has the things that I like. It's not an outdoor thing, it's indoors, and I can climb it. Oh, yeah, but it's been so nice to actually pop my back for the first time in years. Like, the whole thing is just kind of loosening off for the first time. And I didn't realize how severe my the knot was in my arm, or my shoulder, until I actually leaned up against the wall. And it's massive. Like, it's just massive. It runs from the top of my shoulder basically down about halfway through my back, and it's a good 2 inches around. Like, the side, that's the knot. Like, it's not pretty. So that's a leftover remnants from when I had the frozen shoulder. So I'm very happy that it's starting to get worked out. And I don't have to, well, as of right yet, I don't have to take a trip down to a chiropractor or something, or a masseuse, and get that worked out. If a baseball can fix it, I'm going to take care of it. Much like everything else in my life. If I can do it, I will do it my own self. Okay. We are wrecking things. Let me just adjust my microphone here a little bit. Excuse the noise in advance. It ain't perfect, but nothing in my world is perfect. But I try. I try my best. Okay, so yeah, I was just noticing it was kind of slipping down a little bit. Didn't want that anymore. We're going to go try this side first. Picking up all the junk. I will be selling all this crap off between now and my next episode. Hello, Kasabi! Welcome back, man. Well, it's not you. You've been around. I haven't. That's my thing. I'm welcoming myself back. Oh, dear God. Take a potion, take a potion, take a potion. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Holy crap. Stop it. Oh. Okay, who's trying to wreck my day? Oh my god, oh my god. I can't see anything. Ogre everywhere. Okay. I know there's a mage down here. I knew it. Oh, a couple of mages, it looks like, maybe. Or was it? Are you wrecking things down there Tuesday? You do it, buddy. Wreck that jerk. Get him! Sick him! There we go. I'm good, Kasabi. Yeah, I got the webcam hooked up, finally. I pulled it out of mothballs when I was doing the Crusty Salt webcast or podcast with Chris, so I thought I might as well make it a mainstay for my stream, since it's one of the things that you have to have in order to get partnered on Beam. Is they want you to have X number of viewers, they want to have consistent people, they want to have a webcam, you know, all the bells and whistles. I'm also going to be working on a couple of templates for the outside of my stream, so maybe I can get stuff organized a bit better. Oh, Savage, I'm glad when you tune in, man. I'm happy to have you here. Oh, dear God. Okay, let's record that. And that. And that. But yeah, once I get everything fixed with the computer, I may get doing the templates and stuff and try to get things looking more like, you know, more of a professional looking stream instead of just me playing a video game and just putting it out there. So that's the intention. Also, yesterday, picked up a Humble Bundle they had for streaming. It came with a 3-month XSplit Pro service, so I'm going to put that to good use, hopefully over the next couple of days, and see if that's something I actually want to have. So over OBS, see if it works better. Nate, that is weird. That is really weird, Nate. I have no idea why. Afro Man, Russian Afro Man, Russ. Welcome, 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 brother. Russ has officially been cast as one of the new members of the Drunk Gaming Fiasco, so that should make it very interesting. Yet another Canadian joining us in our insanity, which would be good. We need to have more people in there, and we call it Drunk Gaming. It's just basically all we do is get together on Friday nights and play a bunch of video games, and it's just a bunch of people. That's all it is, and we're all YouTubers. So, and initially it was everyone was drinking and having fun. It all started off with Kit and I. I came up with the idea of doing a drunk gaming thing and just getting together with him once a week and recording a couple of episodes, and then people ended up liking it, and like Armor and War asked if they could join, and then it's become a thing. It's been over a year now. Oh, the game sound is a bit big. Yeah, I can adjust that down. Here, just give me a second here. Yeah, inside the game, I mean, it's 20%. So it's going to be really, really, really weak now. Okay, sorry, just saw Nate saying for us to go join him on Beam. Yeah, Beam works really good. I like the service a lot. And Beastmile, you're saying, do you think the new Cube will be just as popular as the alpha? I'm hoping so. I mean, there's still a lot of people that like the game, even though it's been in hiatus now for the better part of 4 years. I know I still enjoy it. And I know that people are really shocked to see that there's somebody that still plays it here on YouTube or on, you know, even streams it on a regular basis. So, I mean, it doesn't, it wouldn't surprise me if it's popular. I don't know if it'll reach the same fervor it had initially, or maybe it'll get more when it has an official release and more people are able to do something with it. It may become bigger. You know, if it's my thoughts are is if he's able to put it on Steam, he'll have a pretty decent run of things. If he still does the Pickrama website and just selling it there, much less. Without a proper distribution model, I don't think he's going to be able to do a whole heck of a lot with it. So, so I hope that this sound works better for you, Sabi. Because, you know, my intention is never to make it terribly, terribly loud. But it's hard for me to tell because I have adjustments of my own. I have personal ones, so I can actually hear things and listen to it. So I try to get it as to the same level as what you guys hear. But sometimes I fail, and I may have failed again today because I've been working on a lot of stuff in the background. So, it came down. That one let me... that's good. What I'm going to do is to kind of mark where we were, is to drop something here. That way I can tell that that was the one that I was going through. We'll get over here. Beastmile, you're right. And my thing is, I've always said that... without access to like even GOG, Steam, or like one of those places, I think Steam would be the better option. But yeah, he needs to get a better distribution than just selling it on his website. And again, he's gonna, you know, give up a whole bunch of control over how it gets sold and stuff. But you know, sales are better than like any sale is better than no sales, because I think currently, well, with the store being closed, there's nothing happening. Okay, there's a whole gaggle of jerks that I can wreck, which I'm very happy with. It's fine now? Okay. Thank God. I hate when the sounds are out of whack. Get you guys out of the way. Yeah, today is not going to be terribly, terribly, terribly long of an episode. It's multitude. I got to work on the system like I mentioned earlier, and also I have developed, I think, the cold that everybody around here has, and it's been just kind of rearing its head on me the last 2 days. Another reason why I took yesterday off from doing anything, like normally I would on Tuesday, I get up in the morning, like I'm up early, and I'm just rip-raring, ready to go, and especially after working a couple days like I did. Oh jeez, I hate that. How was I sitting on my butt eating a freaking thing? I didn't think I had one of those things there, but apparently I did. Oh, dang it. Oh. Okay. So I got a mage on mage, which is not bad. Okay, let's take that on. Yeah, Club. Cube World. Cube World is the one today. As it is every Monday, Wednesday, Friday on the channel. Xgaz, yeah, you're the second person asking for Unturned. I have played the game. I mean, it's fun, but that is a game that I need to play multiplayer. That is not something I can just do on my own. I have tried it. It's not as much fun. You guys may enjoy it, but for me, it's a bit of a bore. But if I get a bunch of friends and stuff together, I enjoy it a lot more. So I'm not belittling the game, just expressing to you how it makes me feel. So, yeah. Ooh, we wrecked that guy. Thank God. That was a decent amount. So we're level 132. I think we started off at level 130. Oh, Club, this is not Trove. If anything, Trove looks like Cube World. I hate Trove. Trove is a piece of crap as far as I'm concerned. I played it, and I hate their business model. Francisco Jurado. Hello. I'm saying hello for you because you're asking so politely to please say hello. Yeah, Trove came out on PC, did its thing. I played it. I've got 70-some-odd hours logged into it on Steam. So it's not that I didn't like the game. I just did not like the business model of what they turned it into. So I refuse to play it, acknowledge it for the most part, and I constantly get people saying, oh, this reminds me of Trove, and I'm not belittling you. It's just that I'm so sick and tired of Trove. And I wanted to like it. Much like a lot of games that I get excited about and they turn out to be stinking piles of refuse, which Trove certainly did. And it's nothing to do with the actual gameplay. The gameplay is actually kind of fun and interesting. It's their business model. Let's go. West. Fly. On our little Nimbus. Thank you, Dream. Thank you again. Yeah, so I don't want you guys to think that I'm trying to belittle any of the games or stuff you guys are talking about. Unturned, like I said, fun little game. I haven't played it in, I think, 6 or 8 months now. So I'm looking forward to it. I know that there's been a lot of changes to it, so I am looking forward to that entirely. Oh, God. It just, like, literally, I had, like, 6 comments come up. William Brunsden. Hey, Rivet, do you think you'll ever play Rust? Yeah. I actually had a series of it here. That's one of the other servers that I'm working on setting up for my son and myself. And Armor Time to come back in and do some stuff. I think Cosmic Chris has it too, so I think there's talks of us doing that again sometime. This is the thing. Is like there's a lot of games that we want to play. It's just the time limits and stuff and the constraints of that are issues. But yeah, having Rust come back eventually for sure. It's on the works. Xabi says Trove is not fun because you need to farm like hell to get something good. Yeah, and even when before when you had to do that, it was still kind of fun. Until they put this pay model onto it, where not only did you have to farm like crazy, but then you had to pay to get some of the components as well, and that became not fun. You know, for a free-to-play game, and if you'd paid any money for it, it became really crappy. Yeah, Trove does try hard to be Cube World. Yeah, Nate, I can understand that. I can. Yeah, Xgaz Games or Zgaz. Yeah, copy of Cube World for sure. Yeah, the new Hawaii map is the one that I'm looking to set up and do for sure. Francisco, this is a series. I do Cube World on the regular here. It's Monday, Wednesday, Fridays around 2 o'clock Eastern. I really enjoy it. But it's actually, I have on my channel currently there is 5 full seasons and a partial 6th season of Cube World, and that's either I've gone to level 100 or 100 episodes. So there's a ton of Cube World if you're interested in it on my channel. There certainly is not a lack of it for sure. Hopefully, I got everything updated and chatted with. Okay, we are. If you guys wondering what's happening, I hate oceans, but I've had my fill of oceans. Like, it was ocean upon ocean upon ocean the other day playing here. But there is a boss battle there, and then we can kind of bolt over and check and see what that land is. It's not too terribly late, but we'll see. Oh. It looks like it's kind of working. Twitch is the only one today that seems like nobody's on, which is weird. Some days I get more people on Twitch. And if you guys are curious and stuff, yeah, if you're new to the channel or new to these streams, I do use Restream. It's a free service. It allows me to stream directly to Twitch Beam as well as YouTube at the same time. It also allows me to get all the chats together. So if you guys are conversing and back and forth, you can actually see stuff that people comment from on some of the other ones. And I also incorporate it into the video feed. So if you guys are watching this in the future, then you actually can keep up with what the conversations are with the chat as well. I try to keep that as a thing. So like, it's been a working process the last few months of trying to get things going. Beastmod, have you played any Blizzard games? I played a ton of them. I have. I played World of Warcraft and like even the Warcraft stuff, even like all the craft games before the World of Warcraft came out. I played all those. Diablo, of course. I've not gotten into Overwatch. I know a bunch of my friends actually enjoy it. Just not my style of game. I'm not a huge fan of multiplayer shoot 'em ups where it's team based. I am too much of an independent gamer. I like to go in, wreck things, and kind of go at my own pace and my own merits. So Overwatch, like CS:GO, like I've done it to death, but that's just with my son. Like, and that's the other thing is if I got Overwatch, it would be just to hang out and play with my son, and I would never really put it on the channel. Oh, thanks, man. Francisco, I started this here half an hour ago, roughly. And it usually runs for an hour every time I do the stream. So we're about halfway through. And it sucks. I get that comment from you guys a lot. People saying that, they're asking for a shout out or something on it, and I'm the first YouTuber that's actually acknowledged them. And I think that stinks for you guys. I can understand when it's like super busy and missing things. It happens to me too. I mean, sometimes I'll get like 6-8 comments at the same time. And it's kind of hard to keep track of all that. But, if you guys are taking the time to leave a comment on a video, the least I can do is try to respond. And the same is like when I'm here doing live streams. I like having this interaction with you guys. I can actually, you post questions, you ask comments, you guys feed. Like, your comments on these live streams is what kind of feeds it, makes it become what it is. So, yeah, if you guys want me to shout out your name in the middle of it, by all means, you want to talk to me, that's awesome. And I try to respond to everybody with their names. So, I hope that makes sense. We are not going to be wrecking this radish. I wanted to test him out. Sometimes they can be a little bit better than others, but he's just a beast. He is just a beast. We're just going to hop on our taco. Hop on our taco. And we're going to ride. We don't need to wreck him. We don't need him in our life. He's fine. He can do his own thing. He can be him. We'll be us. We can be us driving on a boat getting the heck out of here. Oh, there we go. I think Restream is kind of screwing up, so I'm getting like huge bundles of comments at the same time. So if I'm missing stuff, I apologize because it just comes in all at once for me. I played StarCraft when I was 5. Yeah, StarCraft, I played a lot of that. It's the one I forgot to mention. That was a great game. I've never really got into 2, and there's no real reason for it. I just never picked it up. I think I was kind of done with that whole genre of games at that stage, but I'm kind of on the verge of getting back into playing just on my own. It won't be something I ever do here. Do I hate Spanish people? No, not at all. I live in South Florida. The Spanish people are everywhere around here. I hate nobody. The only thing I hate are idiots and people that are rude and mean. So, but it's not like it's not the person I hate. It's the actions. So Francisco Gerardo. Again, if I'm not pronouncing the names properly, that's just my own language barrier. It has nothing to do with hatred or anything like that. So no. I actually have a lot of friends that are Hispanic, and one of my favorite grocery stores is a Hispanic grocery store because they have the most amazing plantains there that I can buy, and they're delicious. So yeah. Wow. Oh, cool, Nate. So you can play Rust with us. That'd be awesome. Yeah, if YouTube is acting a fool, then it's acting a fool. I know that there's still issues with YouTube not working 100% with Restream or with any streams right now. And there's also an issue with YouTube earlier today. So what do I think about Stranded Deep? Think it's a pretty cool game that I actually have a series going on my channel right now, Zigaz. That's one that I've had since it came out. I go back to it from time to time. Last year it lost its focus and it became a stinking pile of crap. Thankfully, the team has kind of gotten back around and doing more along the lines of what they were doing initially and making it fun again. So it's awesome. Oh, dude, Francisco, I mean, there should be no hatred for anybody based upon like the language they speak, the part of the world they live in, the religion that they have, anything. I don't condone hatred for any reason. I'm 48 years old. I'm an old-fashioned hippie kind of guy. You know, I grew up listening to folk rock and the hippie stuff after the fact because I was born in '68, and that kind of stuff was kind of going away. It was all about disco and then rock, like different stuff. But the ideals of what they were trying to do kind of triggered something in me, and I kind of tried to hold that ideal of, you know, I don't have time or any place in my life for hatred for any reason. So, you know, I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't understand why people can hate people for just no reason at all. You know, and it saddens me when it happens, and it saddens me when people act out violently towards others for no good reason. So, you know, I have more faith in humanity than humanity deserves at this moment. But, you know, I figure I'm part of it, so I might as well hope that there's more people like me out there that will eventually be able to become... I would like it that I was the norm, you know, and I don't think I'm that weird. I think a lot of people don't condone hatred. I think that the ones that hate are in the minority, but they're just very, very vocal at this time, so... Hey, I got you, fam. What is that? How did you do that? What is that NL in the chat? I have no idea how you did that. I applaud you. I got you, fam. Beast Mom, I used to play Unturned so much. I played a bunch of it when I first got access to it. Armor and I, if you guys don't know who Armor Time is, he's one of my friends that I record with here. He's one of the face wreckers that we do Cube World together fairly regularly. He's on a bit of a hiatus currently. Just talked with him today. He'll be back hopefully soon. But yeah, we were doing Unturned initially, and it's a lot of fun. We played with our buddy F-Dog. I played with my son a couple times. I like the game so much that even in the state that it was on Steam at the time, it was free to play, but you could do like a $5 payment for the gold stuff, and you get access to all this other stuff. So I did it. I mean, I at that point, I was barely working and making any money, so I just thought that the game was that good that it deserved my $5 bill. So I did so, and I'm very happy that I still have it. And I'm glad that was it Nelson is working on it. Tomoki, you got it fixed. Netherlands, got it. Okay, I was kind of thinking that what it was. See, the NL kind of like, if I do the sleeping thing, the face records is kind of looks a little bit like the lettering that you used on that one. So that's why I was questioning it. Oh, okay. Wow, is it getting hot in here today? I turned off the air conditioning because I thought that the sound of it, kind of a drone, would be annoying. But it's 85 degrees Fahrenheit here today, which is just hot. And my apartment is basically like a steel cage, and it gets hot in here. So, I mean, even a half hour of it being... And I turned it down like really low to get it cool in here, and it just did not help. I should make some potions while I'm here. I really think I should. Yeah, Tomoki, it is hot. That's awesome, Francisco. Or Fran, if you'd like. If you prefer Fran over Francisco, that's fine. 12 years old, and you are doing very good in English. My son is going to be 14 next month, so you're not too much in difference in age at all. Nate, I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, it is called people that have too much time in their hands and just want to cause problems. And I think a lot of that stems, like currently, is from the anonymity of the internet kind of allows people, is that they think that they think that they are able to get away with this stuff because they're anonymous online, but they're really not. That's the thing, is that if you're going to be that nasty online, it's going to trickle out into your real life, and it's going to bite you in the butt, man. You know, hatred and violence and all that kind of stuff does no good for anybody. Like, there's nothing positive I can think comes out of hatred at all. Well, no, the only thing I think that the positive thing is like, man, we got some really good music out of hatred in the past. Like punk rock, I think that's the only, and the hippie folk music came out of, well, not, that was actually hatred. That was out of just disgust over the political climate at the time. But yeah, I mean, oh, I don't get it. Yeah, arts is about the only thing that actually, you know, does well with hatred, but that's just because it's a reaction to it, not the actual thing. It's 87 degrees in Vero. Oh man, yeah. You're a bit north than I am, I think, Vero Beach, because I'm on the, yeah, I can't even remember how everything is here. I'm not going to say the exact area that I live in, but yeah. I live on the east coast of Florida. It's easy enough to say. And it is bloody hot. Sorry I got you, fam. I just had to chuckle that you bought yourself a girlfriend today. You know what? You know, to each their own, man. If you know, and I don't know what your girlfriend's name is or what kind of girlfriend she is that you could buy her, but you know, if that's what you need in your life, man, all the power to you. I'm just not going to even bring that up. Okay, where are we at here? Good. I just tried to. You derailed my brain stem. Thank you very much. I got you, fam. Okay, these guys are getting wrecked. It's kind of worrying being in a blue +4. Whoa, he went invisible. He's a rogue for sure. No. Okay, come on. Oh, dear Lord. Oh, God. Stop it. Oh, jeez. No. Dang it. Be peaceable in all ways. You know, I just wish that people would just stop being just hating. I think that's my biggest thing is like, I can understand getting upset and stuff. I mean, that makes sense to me, but absolute downright hatred for no good reason. Don't have any time or patience for that. I've had it happen here a few times. I've had some people come in here and spout some pretty awful comments and things, and thankfully the moderators that are around usually stop it quickly. So, but the only time it actually slipped through the cracks was when Armor was here and he had somebody that was flirting with him very, very vociferously, and it got really, really risque on my channel for a couple of episodes, but that's in the past. Nothing to do with me. Poor Armor. He learned the ramifications of dealing with people online that day. Oh, Love. You know, I saw something interesting about Love today. I'm trying to remember what the actual context of it was. It was like a little old man was being interviewed, and he was saying about the reasons for people loving, and kind of it was a whole thing about fish. You know, people said that they love fish, and it wasn't you actually just liked the taste of them and stuff. It was just kind of weird, but it basically was stating that love is not necessarily a natural thing. It's more like a selfish thing. And I was like, I get it. I mean, I've been single now for about 1.5 years. And, you know, I've talked to some of my friends and stuff over at Ad Infinitum about the fact that, you know, I personally feel like I'm not, either I'm not in the headspace for relationships, or I'm just not built out for them, because, you know, all of them I've had have just either ended horribly or just kind of fell apart, you know, naturally. And I just think it's a part of me. So, yeah, I just don't really feel like I'm much of one that's... And as you're saying, you know, it's kind of a brain-destroying drug. But I don't know if I'm reading it differently than you intended. So, but as far as I'm concerned, love kind of destroys a lot of things in your head. When it, you know, it's like any addiction. It's a dopamine thing. You know, we enjoy that instant gratification of somebody liking stuff that we do. So it's not a foreign concept that it's a chemical reaction that we have. This is why we enjoy it. But it's why we're attracted to the people. That's the thing I have no understanding of. Because I don't think I've ever been attracted to the same thing twice in a person. A lot of times for me, it's a sense of humor. I think that's the only thing that I truly, really, truly enjoy. Dang, this guy's gonna be rough. Let's take a potion. Stop it. Oh man, I knew there was another jerk around. Wow, he was rough. Okay, stop it. Let's get back into the game here and stop talking waxing poetic about all the other stuff that I can't focus on. Oh god. Oh god. Forgot that I needed potions. We're about halfway down, is it? Or no, a third. Okay. Come on, come on. Oh god. Come on. Die? Okay, he's down about half, which is, I'm feeling better about now. Take a potion. Got 7 more. On this one, I don't know how many I have in total. Dang it! Oh god, oh god. I'm getting wrecked. I really just hope I don't run into some random outside thing here. Why are you always bringing skeletons? No! You are not allowed to drink potions. That is my thing. Oh, baby, that was good. You tried to wreck me bad. Oh, it's not a mage. Why was I thinking mage? Or was that the other one? Take a potion, you dingbat. Okay. Come on, come on. I got excited there for a second. Oh, God. Potion? This is always the worst part, because you're so close to being the end of them, and they just linger forever on that last little bit of hope. Come on. Oh, 157? That was not even worth it. Yeah, I got you. Well, yeah. That cheating thing I don't get. So, an android girlfriend. Okay, well, Nate, gotcha. Francisco, if I was president, what would you do with other places and homeless people? If I was president, that's, it's an interesting dilemma question. If I actually had the power to do anything, which is not something I would ever want. I could honestly tell you that's not part of my personality of being a leader in that kind of way. I would rather inspire people than to be a leader, if that makes any sense to you guys at all. And I think it's much more empowering to inspire people to do great things than to actually, lead them and tell them what they need to do. Because I think everybody has it within them to be able to do amazing and wonderful things. Because I've seen it quite a few times. But what I do with homeless people, see that you run into issues there because, I've been homeless. And I've been there, and I know how slippery the slope is. I think a lot of the issues we have with homelessness stems from, it's in the area I'm in, stems from either mental issues or drug addiction, or not just drugs, but any chemical addiction. Like it could be prescription drugs, it could be alcohol, it could be anything, or even sex. Anything that triggers those dopamine responses. And people kind of get lost in that, and they lose track of the rest of their lives, and that's a lot of the homelessness starts. I've met very few people that were homeless just because of the fact that life got away from them, and they just fell on hard times. It does happen, but also sometimes that will happen, and then they'll turn to the drugs and alcohol and thing as a way to cope. So I think the thing to do with homeless people is to work on why people want to do this kind of thing. And I think for me personally, what I think is that a lot of people turn to drugs and alcohol and all that kind of things because they don't like the way that life is. They don't feel that they're getting rewarded enough with their day-to-day life to actually warrant to just live it and just appreciate it for what it is. And so turning to chemical means or turning to anything addictive is a way of responding to that and getting away from the life and the drudgery that they call their life. I can understand that because, I've fallen into that system before. For me, it was not drugs. I was addicted to clubbing, going out to bars and being very sociable and all that kind of thing. It was just one of the things I did. I did it on a regular basis. And until I actually got a hold of myself and was happy with myself, that was going to be an issue. But it took me a while to turn around and figure out what it was that I needed to do. So I don't know. It's a tough question, man. Because if you just get them homes, you're not actually solving the issue. You're just masking the problems. And that's how I feel about a lot of the things that we deal with these days. Like when it comes to, medicine and doctors, is that we take things that kind of deal with the symptoms, but not deal with the core problem. I think that's our biggest issue, is that we deal with the symptoms more than the actual core problem. And there's a lot of people that are more intelligent and that work with this kind of stuff on a regular basis that would be able to answer that question. So if I was a president, I would defer to people that actually have to deal with this every day and ask them for their input, to be honest. Yeah, Tomoki, I've been there too. I mean, I've seen people that just enjoyed being homeless. I live a very simple life. I mean, I enjoy my simple lifestyle more than anything else. So, I mean, I can understand that. Yeah, I got you, fam. It's true. I mean, if you help people help themselves is much better feeling than a lot of things. That would be cool, Nate. Yeah, I mean, even like in Florida, it's against the law to feed the homeless. I mean, that's the insanity that I have to deal with here. Is that, it's against the law to actually feed them. And that's awful, as far as I'm concerned. And they get arrested for busking or panhandling. Panhandling, I take offense with. Because of... I work. I mean, I've got a simple job. It's a crappy job. I mean, I work in a kitchen. I'm a waiter. Or not a waiter, I'm a cook. I've been a waiter for a lot of my life, is what I was alluding to. But I've always had these jobs. And even when I was down and out and on the streets myself, I had work. I just couldn't afford anything because, my life had taken a turn and it was kind of crappy at the time. But I lived in a vehicle. Like I had a Volkswagen minibus that I lived in that for a few months. But I still, like, I went out and took showers, and I went to work, and I saved my money and got an apartment, and then I haven't been homeless since. But it's tough, and it's hard when you are down and out and there is nothing. So yeah, that's not an easy thing. So yeah, to have something to help pick yourself up like that, that'd be pretty amazing. Francisco, sorry. I don't know if I try to be a good person. I try to live by the rules, of being good to people. So that's what I try to do. Yeah, Tomoki, that's it. And in Orlando, they've been arresting people for the food things, or the church groups go out and they feed the homeless, and they've been that's just all that is. And this sickens me, is people that have money that could actually afford to help the homeless. They don't want to see the homeless people running around in their neighborhoods getting fed. So they would prefer that they just don't see them at all. Out of sight, out of mind. And that just drives me insane. And that's the other thing here in Florida, is that there is that great big huge demarcation line between rich and not rich. And a lot of the policies and things down here definitely reflect on the fact that if you've got money, you've got a voice. And there's a lot of people that are down here because they don't have a voice and they're sick. And one of the biggest issues I have in this area is there's a lot of rehab centers or halfway houses and that type of thing for people. And there's a huge influx of people that are coming in from all over the country, coming here to get clean, to get a fresh start. And I've met a bunch of them working in the place I do. And it's tough, man. It's tough. I see these kids that are, early 20s that have been on stuff for years. And, they've been in and out of rehabs and stuff, and they're just looking for any solution that they can to try to get clean. And so they're here. And, this is not necessarily the best of places to go to get clean. Because, Nate, as far as I know, a soup kitchen, I've never seen one here. The live streams start, Francisco, usually around 2 p.m. If you want to know when I go live, the easiest thing to do is if you subscribe to me, just click on the bell notification, and that'll notify you when I'm live. And all the videos that I do, any live streams that I post, those stay on my channel. I always have them there so people can't make it to a live stream, they can actually go ahead and watch it after the fact. Because I do like to, I don't watch a whole lot of live streams, but I listen to them. So sometimes for me it's kind of fun just to, turn on some of them and listen to them after the fact. But where are we at here? 50 minutes. Okay, got another 10 minutes. I got to find another place. I'm having a heck of a time. It's so dang dark out. And of course, I'm not riding on my taco. That's part of my issues. I've just been rambling. You guys got me. See, this is the thing. This is why I love these live streams, is you guys have now piqued my brain into answering questions that I wouldn't normally answer on any given day. But it's one thing I try to do when I do my my live streams and stuff, is you guys ask me an honest question, and I try to give you guys the absolute honest answer. And now that is at least the honest answer that I can give. I may not know all the answers. Like Nate about soup kitchens, I don't know if we don't have any soup kitchens here, but I've never seen one at all. And I think that's more of a northern thing too. I know a lot of the soup kitchens and things happen when you have like extremely cold weather, because even when I was living up north, the temperatures would drop down. They'd make sure that the homeless people were going into shelters and things. I don't know of any of those things happening here, but it was like something you heard on the news and on the radio up north, and I've never heard anything like that here because we don't have it. The only thing we have is when there was a hurricane, and that was more people just worried about the evacuation areas. So I couldn't tell you what was going on at all. So there, that's my 2 cents about that stuff. What do we got? What do we got? Nothing. This I hate. Wait. No, is it? Looks like something right there. We'll go check it out. Oh God, I'm gonna get lost again. As soon as I have to go around a tree or a hill, I lose my direction. Yeah, there is. It looks like a looks like one of those things you climb, like the hills, but it doesn't look too deep. See if we get near it, and if it triggers a sound, we'll know it's when to climb. Does not seem like it. Interesting. Take care. I got you, fam. Thanks for popping in, man. Let's go this way. Okay, so Oklahoma doesn't care if you. Yeah, dude, that's the thing. Like, a lot of churches have stepped up and done that up north. Like, I don't know why it's not a thing here. If I was Donald Trump, what would I do? That's an awful question. I'm going to actually defer to not answer that one out of the kindness of. I choose to not have an opinion when it comes to that. Let me just put it this way, and this is just a personal policy. I trust and I love the president as a title. The president of the United States, I think, is one of the key offices. It's a title that I actually respect and admire. I don't always necessarily have to respect or admire the person that is in office, and that has been throughout my entire life. So, I'm not stating one way or other about my opinions on any of this stuff. I'm just saying that for me personally, I hold a lot of respect for the office itself. So, we'll just say that. Tomoki, yeah, the homeless are kicked out of Vero, but the towns that surround us are helping them out a lot. And there are soup kitchens, but the West Coast. That's the thing, is I don't know if the East Coast of Florida has that kind of thing. And again, it's not some. Oh, jeez, what did I do? Why? I turned off the light, and I don't know what I was doing. I lost my freaking mind there. Francisco, the reason why I'm not going to actually talk about him in particular is because it's a very divided thing here in this country currently. A lot of people that are supporters of him, and there's a lot of people that are not. And any stance on one side or the other kind of gets you put into a classification of a certain class or a certain type of person. And I refuse to actually be pigeonholed into any exact thing. So for me personally, I think it's safer and better for me to actually not hold an opinion about the current political climate in this country. I think that's just the safest way to be. And I'm talking national politics. You know, when you're talking about the more local things, like about homelessness and stuff, I mean, I can have an absolute opinion about that because I think that that's something that needs to be addressed. I think it's awful that we can't help people. So, okay, so you were notified when you subscribed. That's good. Yeah, the bell notification is usually the best way to get the notification. That's what I always do to the people that I actually want to watch their streams and stuff, is I get the bell notification so that I know. Or there's a few that I watch that actually have set schedules that they do it like, you know, Thursday night at 8 o'clock. So I usually set aside that time to watch them. So, and I watch a lot of tech stuff. I'm so addicted to technology. It's not even funny. I love this stuff. I'm so excited about now more Vegas stuff is being shown. And I'm a geek. I am a complete 100% full-on nerd. Nerd with long hair. A hippie nerd. However you want to put it. I've been building and working on computers since I was a teenager myself. The first computer I actually worked on was an Apple II. I actually built a Pineapple, which was a knockoff version of Apple computers because even back then they were considered expensive. Found it really funny that they said today that one of the original Apple I's, an Apple computer, looks like it might be going up on sale. One of 8 that is currently still available. It still has like a working motherboard for. They think it's going to go for $300,000. And when it was on sale initially, it sold for $666.66. That's kind of a funny number, I thought. But yeah, I mean, they think they made like 300 of them initially. And this is back in the late 70s when it was just, you know, in its infancy. And in the mid 80s, I had, they were still considered expensive even then. But you could get Pineapples, which were basically knockoff brands that you put together yourself. So I did that. And then I got into working on regular other computer systems, and you know, I kind of took a step after university because I got out of university in '89. After that, I took a kind of a break from technology for a few years, and then when I got back into it in the mid '90s, I built like my own PC out of parts. Took my my income tax check, and went and bought all my pieces for a computer. Built Pentium 133. That was blazing fast in its day. I had a 13 gig hard drive that I thought I would never fill. I thought it was amazing. And then I got money the next year and I bought an upgrade. And it was like a huge speed increase. I went from 133 to 166 because that was a good idea. And it was a couple $100. And it was just like, I've been addicted to computers ever since. Like, I've always had one. Like either's been like there was a few years that I had just laptops, but for the better part of the last 6 or 7 years, for sure, I've been building and putting together desktops again. And this is my 3rd one I put together for doing on this endeavor on YouTube. So yeah, my first one was an AMD system that I ended up getting gone with, and now I've got the Intel system, and now I've got another one, and I'm looking at putting together a Ryzen system because they say Vega is on the way, and if and when Vega comes out, which is the new AMD video card, if that's going to be what I'm hoping it's going to be, I'll be building myself a full AMD rig. But again, I'm going to have the money for it, so be something I'll save up for sure. Another frickin' snow biome? Are you kidding me? Or maybe not. No, it looks like another one. Dang it. This map? What are you doing? Why? Aha, you thought you could kill me. What? Oh, dang it. That's my problem, is I had a boat instead of that. Your first PC you ever worked on was an IBM 300GL. Wow. Pentium 233, 32 megabytes of RAM, 2.5 gigabyte hard drive. Yeah. It was a beast back then, man. I'm trying to think. Was it a gig? 13 gigs? No, it wouldn't be megabytes. It had to be gigabytes. Because, yeah, it was before the terabyte. So, yeah. But man, I remember like even going to getting when terabytes were becoming a thing. Like I was like, man, what am I going to put on a terabyte hard drive? And now I'm like, I need 4 terabytes of hard drive space just to manage my Steam library. That's insane. Like I actually want to get a secondary 4 terabyte drive just to have in my system so I could actually have all my Steam games installed instead of just having them piecemeal together. The only problem with that is the updates. Oh my god, I'd have to turn off updating on gaming. That would drive me nuts. Just say, okay, if I'm going to play this one, I'll allow it to update. Because it kills me all the time. All the time. Okay, where are we at? It is 2:15, so 3 a.m. is it's going to be turning light here. As you can see, the pink sky is coming out. It's becoming light and it's nicer. And I've been very happy that our stream has actually been solid for the better part of this afternoon, too. Oh, thank you, Francesco. Or Francisco. I have a couple of friends. I have a Fernando and a Francesca. I've got so many friends' names that start with an F that are similar, and I always just glance up and I look at the beginning of it, and my brain automatically tries to put in the rest, and I'm screwing it up a lot. So I'm so sorry, Fran. I'll just say it that way because you mentioned earlier that I could. But yeah, if I goofed it up a bunch today, I apologize for it. So yeah, we're looking at. It's just been over an hour. I was hoping that we could find another place, but it does not look like we've got anything nearby, and we're just going to be heading towards a village. So I think this is going to be a good place to end my stream. It's been over the hour. But if I get everything situated and ready for this evening, I may come back to do another test stream. I don't know how long it's going to be. If I can actually get it up and running, we'll see. Like I said, I'm going to have to reset Windows here. As soon as I'm done this, I'm going to actually just copy over the last few files over onto my external hard drive, go into Windows, reset, and just go back to the very basic beginning, and then I have to install everything all over again. Oh dear God. That's the biggest pain in the ass, I can honestly say. But anyway, thanks again, everybody. You guys have made this a very lively and interesting stream once again, and brought me off on topics that I had no intentions of bringing up today, but this is why I like doing these things. But anyway, thanks again, everybody, and I always appreciate all your continued support. And if you're new, like I mentioned, if you want to follow me and subscribe to me on YouTube and hit the bell notification, you'll be notified when I do go live. Or if you're following me on Twitch or Beam, you can always just follow me there and just set the notifications up so that you'll get notified when I go live. But anyway, thanks again, everybody, and I will see you all very, very soon in our next live stream. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.